50 Qhav is a collective. It's actually 50K. So the K represents a lot of meanings, which is creative. First, then creative with the K, boy. You get me. Until there's K affairs, which is F's, which actually means non-believers. It's of Khanda Focken Die. You get me? And yeah, bro. Adonais Sonoda, as you were saying, Adonais Sonoda is one of the children of 50 Qhav. So yeah, mother on like 50 Qhav. There's different brands, but I'll let the niggas talk about the brands. But yeah, 50 Qhav take a collective. I wouldn't say my brand is my baby. I'm my baby's brand.
Okay.
You get me? Because I work for it. I'm trying to like make my brand happy, which is quality of having a vision. QHAV. Until under that, there's a lot of concepts happening, which I collaborate a lot. It's not like we working together, it's a collaboration. We're making each other's brands big. You get me? So yeah, that's the vision is for like, the reason I collaborate so much is because everyone has a vision. So this is just a platform to share your vision. That's why I collaborate. Me collaborating with you is you sharing your vision. You get me? So yeah.
Yeah, so basically I'm a photographer, creative designer. So besides my photography, shindig, which I work under the name ArchBish de Misht or ArchBish de Misht. There's also a clothing brand, that I'm working on, African Maverick, like a freak and maverick, yeah. But yeah, so that's where I fall under, the 50 Qhav, bus. And then besides that, I'm also that Adonais Sonoda wave, Nita Soma Sipu, Nita Soma Gitao. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is, Yeah.
I'm one of the creative directors of Adonais Sonoda, co-founder. There's a whole lot of things happening within Adonais Sonoda, so I'll just touch on those that are actually in fruition right now, which is I'm working on Indigowithinmygenes, which is actually an educational curriculum, an integration of arts in education and the healing component, I'm also working on unification of Origin, which is my clothing brand. I have a few items out, but I'm still building a collection. It's actually a pre-first collection. So there's still a first collection coming soon, but for now, I'm still working on a pre-collection. There's also Trapped in a Museum, Journeys of Inspiration, where I share a lot of my writing, which is, in essence, how I write. I also project that in images, but I don't want to just limit it in images, because like the structure of my writing basically is in a sense, it's as if you're watching a documentary while reading it. So I'm trying to project that with the images, you know what I mean? So it's just showing you a taste of that, even though I haven't worked on a film yet. So I feel like once the film comes through, it will be intense because it'll have less vocals. I don't want any vocals. You know what I mean? I feel like it's too old-fashioned. We need to be feeling what we see instead of be hearing. You know what I mean? We should be choosing what to actually show people instead of like tricking people, talking at the same time you're looking at something. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me pass on this torch.
Yes, well, on my behalf of 50K, basically my contribution to the group is that my creative aspects are, well, for the most part, I'm a skateboarder. I know I might not look it, but yeah, I'm a skateboarder. You know what I'm saying? And then, I've got a few projects in the pipelines that I don't want to mention right now to create. You know what I'm saying? I can't legally mention right now. Let's just put it that way. And then, and I guess I'm also a shadow manager for one of my friends who will properly introduce himself. He's the MC. yeah.
Myself and my nigga Chill Bill, creative directors of Storm Base Production House. Yeah, so like basically what we deal with in Storm Base, we deal with visuals, you know. We're currently trying to have a couple of models, you know. So we're trying to start off a modeling agency, but it's slowly taking baby steps right now. Yeah, and as an individual myself, I push a brand called Qhav. Yeah, so it's spelled KXPE. The spelling, I don't really know why. The initial founder of Qhav, I don't know why he chose Qhav, but the ideology behind it is just we all like face a whole lot of changes as individuals, and like we all have to cope from it, you know. Yeah, so like, and the slogan, yeah, basically having to heal, you know, from such things. And the slogan for Qhav is thinking about success. So like, just having to succeed, you know, and success not being like being wealthy, but actually reaching an end point to your healing, you know, actually like trying to transcend in a way, you know. So yeah, that's what I do as Lesway. And yeah, I'm also a musician. So yeah, I do that. My nigga Tomato and I are working on a little something, a little single, you know, for the summer hopefully. Then I'm working on a project right now, which is gonna consist of 3 tracks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And like, yeah, that's me. That's me.
It's gonna be a hot summer.
Hey, guys. Yeah. This is Chill Bill. Hey. Yeah, this is Chill Bill, guys. I'm a creative director of Strong Base, guys. And I'm into visuals. I was once in the visual school of art, whereby we were doing a lot of crafts like sculpturing, a lot of stuff. So I'm just a person of art and photography and all that. So yeah, I won't say much. I'm just exploring in this lifetime. And so far, like I'm into designing. I saw birds. For now, like I'm watching forward on taking out my brand Chill Bill. It's gonna be Chill Bill. So yeah, I'm just looking forward. Yeah, so yeah, you guys will just see what's happening. Just exploring life. It's not. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Tomato, Tommy Two Cats. Well, I have a lot of stage names. I don't want to get into that right now. First thing I'm going to say is that I'm a performer. I'm into music, and I wouldn't categorize myself as a rapper because I feel like music is just music, you know. And whoever gave someone a right to say this is rap music, or this is trap music or whatever, you know. But I'm also just from a casting right now. I'm also a model, and I also do photography as well. So yeah.
Me and Vue were close from high school, so like that relationship like spread it as soon as I met his friends, you know, because he's been friends with this guy, Lesway, Chill Bill, and who's the other guy? Oh yeah, and Tim. You get me? Yeah, you get me. But so I was never about this life, but I was always artistic and creative because of my mother. You get me? So like that made me get closer to people who are like-minded as me. So that's what I saw when I saw these people. You know, it's like these aliens.
I wouldn't I remember how I met each and every one, but I feel like how the universe is connected. We were basically connected from like before we actually were given birth in this realm that we live in right now. You know what I mean? So I feel like it goes deeper than explaining it in words. You know what I mean? So we've been together. It's just that now we're learning why we're together. You know what I mean? Hence 50K. You know what I mean? That's the reason that's showing, hey guys, this is why you guys are together, to keep spreading that healing. You know what I mean? Because we people that are pushing healing, because we believe that there's spiritual wounds that people are not aware of. You know what I mean? That's why there's chaos in the world. That's why it's so chaotic. It's so crazy. You know what I mean? So the healing part made us even more closer, being individuals. You know what I mean? Him being a slum called Raps, him being Chopio, him being Tomato Juice, him being Lesway, him being Thompson, being Qhav, you know what I mean? That individuality can sense that. You know what I mean? When you're with him alone, you can sense it. When he's with us, it becomes heightened. You know what I mean? Because it's like that, I don't know how to put it, but it's that forceful, that heightens, you know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. So, yeah, you know, like that's the individuality that exists within each and every one of us. Exists, you know what I mean? You can just see that from like the get-go, you know what I mean? Because people can see Chopo from a mile away, like, that's Chopo, man, you know what I mean? Apart from us, you know what I mean? They can see that, okay, you can see that's Tomato, you can see that's Qhav, you know what I mean? That's that kind of vibe. So I feel that like each and every one of us as individuals has, it's like how the universe is, you know what I mean? The moon cannot exist without the planets, the stars, you know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe, you know what I mean? So that interrelation always exists, you know what I mean? But you know that there's the moon, there's the stars, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe.
I also think that what makes us different is the information. Because a lot of creatives are lacking information, you know? So I think we research a lot, so we see things that people don't see within the fashion space or art. Then we get inspiration from that, the green areas and stuff, you get me? The installation. We getting our inspiration from this place. As I was telling you guys earlier on, you're going crazy about the aesthetic of Krugersdorp.
Yeah.
Then I told you that it's what inspires 50K as a whole. It's like everything is just self-explanatory. Yeah. Womagoga are into art. What they were into was tradition. That's the only time they could be creative and artistic. So when she stops you or she compliments you, it's because of Obanantwana is a khale. Wantona na create a similar way the way when create. So I respect that more than anything. For emisa ke magogo motho go to understand no for no ya no go tsagala. More than anga sitlela ke motho pushang art. I don't know, like stylist or something. Okay, I expect that.
Yeah.
Mara same from magogo is it. So that's why I can expect that. Otherwise, introduction in
away. Otherwise, then it's like Tsekiso Nathan, Sarai, aka Mr. Party, aka Sega Mariza, aka Sega Mopa, yeah, Fusham, fashion, modeling, styling, and I also have which is the Pusha Spega Worldwide. Issue.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the OGs or the people that inspire us, you know what I mean? It's people that inspire us, you know, like Krugersdorp is fascinating because one thing I've noticed with Krugersdorp, like there's a lot of art that like art is exposed, like it's right here, you know what I mean? If you don't see, that means I feel like you're blind, you know what I mean? Just like you said, the architecture, the people you just see walking around, the combos are crazy. Like for the mere fact we research, like obviously right now the level of research we have allows us to see fashion beyond what like common trends, what's trending overseas, what's trending here in Africa, you know what I mean? We can see beyond that and see what actually influences what is trending now, you know what I mean? Without us being aware of, you know what I mean? So I feel that Krugersdorp has, like, I feel like once it gains momentum in terms of exposure, people are gonna come flooding us. You know what I mean? It's gonna flood. Definitely, it's gonna flood. People we might even be creating tsunamis now, but it's definitely gonna flood even more. You know what I mean? So we try to create that that ritual where people can come and expose themselves as artists, as people, and just network. You know what I mean? So we feel that more events like that are of that stature need to be created for us to actually, pull through. You know what I mean? We actually need to push. Like I spoke to Khosi last time about book club. We actually we need to be pushing more of feeding of knowledge. So we feel that people need knowledge, like different forms of knowledge. We shouldn't be choosing sides, because when you're healing, once you choose sides, there's an imbalance. You know what I mean? So once you research about, I feel that people don't know where the struggle starts from. The struggle started from. We were born in the stars. We didn't live in Earth. Earth isn't actually an artificial prison for us humans. You know what I mean? We were sent here because we were too aggressive. We weren't healing, we weren't aligning, you know what I mean? So we were sent here in this artificial world, and look how we're still living now. It's the same, you know what I mean? It's the same pattern, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're inheriting the same thing. That's why we're trying to meditate and connect with the moon, the stars. We still feel that we live there, you know what I mean? We're from that place. That's why we connect so much with nature, you know what I mean? So I feel that we're trying to push such information as individual. It might be fashion, but when you get to understand the detailing and the structuring of that styling or that photo shoot or, that track, you know what I mean? Whatever it might be, it has that subliminal message every time. You just need to see through the gray areas, like he said, you know what I mean? You just need to see through that force field. You take your home wherever you go, like Erykah Badu said, you know what I mean? And you are your home, you know what I mean? So you take yourself wherever you go. You need to be rooted within yourself to understand who you are, for you to actually understand what you're doing, or to be able to express your true self, you know what I mean? So I felt that most people, even overseas, they're not original, they're not authentic, you know what I mean? Because it's what I've been telling you now. We've been inheriting a culture that we don't understand, but we inherited. It's like how we inherited it, it's there, you know what I mean? You're not going to question it. You're just going to go with that flow. But we are the type that questions why is that flow existing in such a way? And why is it fucking us up? Sorry for that, but you know what I mean? Why is it doing that? You know what I mean? So we're trying to show people that there is no barrier. You know what I mean? There is no barrier. You just need to connect to yourself. You need to heal yourself to understand why you exist and how the gifts you have can help others and yourself included. You know what I mean? So that's where it is, I
just want to add on what he said. Because he just said you have to stay rooted. And I have a concept that explains everything about being rooted, which is PTTP, progressing to the past. We all progress into the past. If you actually research and look, you look where anything started. It's you progressing to the past. You want your future to be better because of you knowing about your past. So that's why we want to know so much, because we also progress into the past. You get me?
I've basically just started exploring different languages and different flows and stuff, and I don't believe that as an artist or a rapper, if you may, you have to rap in English just so people can understand what you're saying. What if whatever I'm saying needs to resonate with a certain group of people? What if my goal wasn't to be relevant to the fact that I need people's attention? I don't really need it, so why should I lower myself and say I'm a rapper or whatever they want to call it, And for me, with regards to what I've just said about exploring and stuff, I've actually just decided to do a double, with the latest project that I'm working on right now, do a double. segment for the world, if you may, and a segment for Africans. I feel like being African is like the best thing ever. And like you were saying about like overseas, I don't think they are authentic because they have sort of bitten our craft already. You know, our craft is out there. You know, as much as they would say we bit them, they bit us.
We distorted.
Yeah,
That's how I put it, you know what I mean?
Everyone wants to do this lone gunslinger act, and of which is unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Through collaboration, you can achieve anything. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mangruaang quoted Badu about your home. You take your home wherever you go. So if you can't work with people, then that is the hate you received at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's as simple as that. Through collaboration, you know.
What's a family without people? You know what I mean? Exactly
You know what I'm saying.
You know? Like with Westrand, I feel like there's this drug that is called fame. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what people actually chewing on. And that is what's distorting the purity that exists within the restaurant. You know what I mean? So that's why we can't easily connect. Because most people are chasing that instead of chasing, let's collaborate more and build more, you know what I mean, more platforms that can escalate, you know, at the same time, you know what I mean? Like we're looking up to like places where those people are united, you know what I mean? Within like, for example, your Soweto, you know what I mean? Soweto is united. Anything that's pushed in Soweto, will, trust me, it'll reach other areas, you know what I mean? But now we need to be pushing that. There's so many brands here that are pushing, that have been pushing, but haven't reached other peaks, you know what I mean? And I feel that it's because of there's no unity.
I feel like the art scene is growing in the restaurant because there's more people being creators now than it was happening in 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we're growing, but we just need to collaborate and stop chasing clout, bro. Clout doesn't pay shit, dog. Doesn't pay nothing, my dog. It's just clout. So stop chasing clout.